Yo, what's up? It's me, Big Daddy E, here on the Motherboards.org YouTube channel, checking out some cool stuff of the summer. Today, we're going to check out something really snazzy, really jazzy. This is the new, super cool, no, I'm just kidding you, super clocked GTX 580 from those folks over at EVGA. I think the card should be renamed though. They call it super clocked. I think it should be called slightly clocked because it's only a little bit overclocked. That said, let's jump in, check out all the features, how fast this thing is, and why it's pretty cool at the end of the day. Alright, so let's just jump right in and see what this card's all about. Is the card overclocked? Yes. Is it super overclocked? Not at all. It's only slightly overclocked. So we all know this card is made by NVIDIA. Has a core clock of 797 megahertz versus the 772 megahertz that a reference card has. The shader clock comes in at 1594 megahertz versus a 1544 megahertz reference card, being 50 megahertz only. The stream processors, they're the same as a regular card, 512. The effective memory clock is 4050 megahertz versus 4008 megahertz. So what do you get right there? You get about a 42 megahertz overclock. DirectX, full DirectX 11 features. OpenGL 4.1 has an HDMI port, has two DVI ports, doesn't have a display port. That's about the only thing. Standard reference cooling you see on the card. Everything about the card pretty much screams reference, other than the fact that it just has a slight overclock. So you guys have seen how the card looks, what its features are. Now let's jump in and let's see how the card performs. So, what do we get at the end of the day when we get an EVGA GTX 580 card that's the super clocked edition? Well, it's really not super clocked. Let's just say that right off the bat, it's actually slightly clocked. The core clock is only about 30 megahertz over, and the shader clock is only 50. Everything else about the card is the same as any other card. Basically the same reference design, not much difference at all in the cooling at all on that. The only thing you really get from buying from EVGA is you do get their really good warranty. Now, is there headroom on the card for overclocking? Sure. They include EVGA's precision software, which will actually help you overclock the card a little bit more if you want to go for it. That said, at $489, the GTX 580 is still pretty much the top of the line card for single GPU graphics solutions. So what do you get at the end of the day? Good card, solid performance. Price is right up there with all the rest of the top end cards, and EVGA has a very good warranty program. A lot of you guys ask me all the time, what's the difference between any of these cards? Almost all the cards that you're going to see from NVIDIA are going to be made by NVIDIA themselves. Even these cards are probably made by NVIDIA or one of their little sub-factories. Very few people go out of their way to change the PCB and silicone itself. Once again, I just want to reiterate that warranty really separates the cards. Because if you're going to go buy from anybody, EVGA, Sapphire, anybody out there, you want to look at their warranty program. Now, the people at EVGA are an American-based company. They're based right here in Southern California. So if you have a warranty and stuff, you know it's going to be taken right here locally in the United States pretty easily. So as far as NVIDIA card makers, right now, EVGA is the #1 player in America. And if you buy this card right now on Newegg, you can get a free copy of Batman Arkham. So that said, I think it's a good card. You guys know the GTX 580 is a good all-around card for gaming and even for light graphics use. Go get it if you like it. EVGA is a pretty good company. I give it a solid editor's choice here on Motherboards.org.